lie there in that old curiosity shop.
It should be a pretty good haul.
Wow, look at that iron. Can you tell I am pumped or what? Now, no, I am not going to set up my ironing board and give you a demonstration, but man, I love this bad boy. I love Art Deco, industrial design, anything from the 1930s with great design, and I've never seen an iron like this before. Maybe you have. Look at this thing. I mean, this looks like an ocean liner. This looks like it could just take off and we could fly to Hawaii on it. This thing is amazing. Awesome Bakelite handle. Look at all of this. I mean, what can I say? Have you ever seen anybody get so excited about an iron? Ouch. Let me zoom in where you can see. It is called Petty Point. And it was manufactured in Sandusky, Ohio. Any of my subscribers live in Sandusky? Wow. I've seen a lot of irons from the Art Deco period, but I've never seen one like this before. I paid $3 for it. I have no intentions of plugging it in and using it. I'm certain that it still works. These things always still work. And it's just, what can I say? That is a great, I looked it up online and these do sell. They sell for up to $50. Some of them sell for less than that, kind of depends on the condition, but I just can't get enough of that iron. All right, let's go back over here and see what we've got. Some of this stuff came from a flea market, and I will tell you about that. This right here came from a flea market. These are General Electric light bulbs from the 1950s or 60s. Outdoor light bulbs. And this back here is a big Noma set. Now I'm not going to go into Noma. I've talked about them before. You can look their history up on the web. They're responsible for most of the Christmas lights in the United States. But you can tell by this box, it is definitely Art Deco by the typography. And I love this up here. I'll zoom in on it so you can see that. The spirit of festivity. I'm not sure what Tinkerbell is doing on there, but there she is, or he. Now, you're saying, okay, yeah, we've seen 1930s light sets before. What's unusual about this one? Well, do you see how big this box is? This is a huge box. There is something a little unusual, well, not unusual, but a little bit harder to find with this particular set. So I'm going to take the lid off, which is in really good shape. I'll let you see that. And then everybody's going, oh, rats. We're used to seeing these beautiful, beautiful colored sort of lithograph advertisements on these boxes, and this is missing it. No, you're not going to be disappointed. There it is. Let me pull this back out and let you see it. Isn't that sweet? That is vintage 1933, 34. Those houses are screaming mid-30s. And what's great about this is it's an outdoor Christmas light set. Wouldn't you like to be strolling down that street? I would. You got to remember, there was still quite a bit of this country wasn't even electrified until the mid-40s, until after the war. And even if you could afford Christmas lights in the 1930s, you probably only had a few strings and on your tree inside. So it is a little harder to find outdoor light sets from the early part of the Depression, simply because a lot of folks just couldn't afford it. I did plug it in. Most of the light bulbs work. If we zoom in on these light bulbs, just a quick little history. These are the originals here with these sort of flame tips. And you may be able to notice that, well, you probably can't notice. Let's see on this one. You might be able to tell here that these glass bulbs, there's a thickness to this glass. They're actually painted on the inside. So this color will never scratch off because the outside is just clear glass. The newer ones, the replacement ones, such as this one here, we can even see where the paint has been sprayed on the outside and it covers up just part of the top of the socket. And these do scratch. You can easily scratch the paint off. Well, not easily, but the paint does scratch off of those. There's a vibrant color, a beautiful color to these old bulbs because the paint is on the inside of the glass. I paid $4 for this set, and I don't intend on selling it. I probably won't use these lights, but I'm going to do something with them for decoration at Christmas time. Also, at the flea market, I picked up this box for $1. It's just a vintage cardboard box with Christmas wrapping on it. And it was manufactured this way. There's a poor little hook in there. This probably also dates to the 1930s. And that was $1. And all you crafters are getting detached retina right now going, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I bought this whole bag for $1. A lot of this stuff looks like it probably came from a florist in the 1950s. We see a lot of Mercury ornaments that could have been used in arrangements. I'll just let you see everything. There's so much to see. Here's one on a pipe cleaner. I'm going to mention pipe cleaners again in a minute. This is very 1950s. These holly berries. And then some covered in silk. Here's a candy cane. Here's another piece that could be used in decoration. The vintage pine cones back here. Let's get some more better light on this. And I think my favorite is this guy right here, which is completely intact. There's a candy cane on there. Pine cone, lots of Mercury glass balls. And a holly berry leaf that's coated. This is just very 50s, 60s. And then all the pine cones back here, a lot of them have wooden spikes on them to be used in arrangements. I think my favorites are the ones that are green with the fake snow. So, yeah, $1 for all of that. And I don't know, I might sell it. I just might sell all of that because a crafter I am not. I may hang on to a few of the pieces just to do some restoration on Christmas items in the future. This was 50 cents at my Restore store. And this is probably from the 1950s or 60s. And these are pipe cleaners, but they're, come on out of there, guys. They're the little skinny pipe cleaners, not the big fat ones that you buy in craft stores today. And I said I would talk about pipe cleaners again. We can see that this is mounted on a pipe cleaner. So I did buy these to hold on to for restoration work because a lot of vintage Christmas ornaments and other vintage items use these old-fashioned pipe cleaners. So that's cool. I love this iron. All right. In the back, these came from the thrift shop today. And here are 2 Santa mugs. Can you date them? What year do you think? Everybody's trying to guess. Want a closer look? Well, here we go. Merry Christmas, Gregory, 1980. And the other one? Merry Christmas, Maureen, 1980. They were 50 cents each. The little choir boys back here, or are they boys? Yes. These are missing their Japan sticker. You can just see where it was. See where it was? And these are in great shape. Their heads have not been broken off and re-glued, I'm happy to say. So I like them. Got 2 of those. Back there is a individual hot dog. It's a very rare. It's an individual hot dog serving Christmas tray. No, that's what Jeffrey from Real Nifty Vintage said. He was just joking. I sent him a picture of it and said, Jeffrey, what is this? I don't know what it is. It's Christmas and it's 1950s or 60s, made in Japan. What would you put in it? I would put a great big pickle in it. Or maybe a hot dog. I don't know. No chips in it. That's weird. That is an air freshener, and it's made of wax, and it does actually still smell. These were made in the early 1980s. This one is actually, let's get it up here and heat it up. I don't know who came up with the idea of glow-in-the-dark Halloween wax air fresheners, but somebody did. We'll put him back there, and I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can make him glow. It's exciting. Ooh, really cool. Okay, now that is freaky. I'll tell you more about that in a second. But anyway, yeah, that's a 1980s air freshener. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. That I purchased for $1 on Halloween at the flea market. It's a gauze mask. It's from the 1930s, and it was probably made by Collegeville. I'm going to insert right here, I hope, a picture of what it would look like when it came in the box, and it would have had a costume with it made of fabric. And here's a photograph of some little children in the 1930s, and you can see the person on the left has a similar type mask on. And these were popular in the 1930s. When you get into the 50s, they became rubber or plastic, but this one is in excellent shape, almost completely unused, I think. And you don't see any marks on the inside of it either. Believe it or not, just the mask itself probably only would sell for about $10 or $12. In the box with the whole outfit, they could sell for up to $50, but it also depends on the, you know, this is just a creepy woman, or I shouldn't say creepy woman. It looks creepy when I wear it. If it's a witch or a skeleton or something like that, they're worth more, but just a generic face like this, probably worth about 10 bucks. And finally down front, wearing his lederhosen, we have a very Bavarian looking young man who is going to do a little dance for you in just a second. All right, so let me back up again. That's some of the stuff I wanted to show you. Now, stay tuned and you're going to see what this little dude does. And then also, I'm kind of doing this video backwards. I'm showing you the haul. And if you're interested, stay tuned and you'll see me doing a little shopping. And that will come at the end of this video. Also, I still have my Halloween stuff up, but I forgot to do a Halloween video. So if I get myself in the mood, I'll take a video of my Halloween decorations and post that for you as well. Welcome new subscribers. I'm glad you found me. Hit the like button, the subscribe button if you haven't, and also that little bell so you'll know every time I put a video out. All right, stay tuned and watch this little dude dance. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and stay tuned. All right, everyone, pay attention. The Dunbar armored vehicle has just pulled up outside of my village thrift store. That means the pink gooseberry Pyrex is being delivered as we speak, under the watchful eye of the Dunbar armored security guards. In 10 minutes, I'm going in. Yeah. Isn't this just what you all think of in the rest of the country when you think of Jersey? Now look, I'm a Jersey native. You've heard me say that before. And this just looks like typical Jersey. You see the highway. It's kind of ugly. The billboards, the traffic, the very ominous looking thrift store. But we have beautiful, bucolic scenes here in Jersey. I'm going to show you one right now. Look at that lovely fall tree. Zoom in on that lovely fall tree. Now forget that it's in front of a sneaker outlet for $29.99, okay? Forget it. And also forget that there's a highway ramp right over here next to a pub. I know. But listen, I'm gonna film some spots in Jersey that will make you think you are in the most quaint New England village you have ever seen. Remember, this is a state of contrasts. It doesn't all look like parking lots and sneaker outlets. But just listen to the traffic and the rustling leaves of autumn. Okay, enough of that. Oh, did I just see a primary nesting bowl set? Lots of cool stuff. Moonstone, $1.99. It's Depression era. This guy's still here. There's another piece of Falstoria. Elegant Depression glass. This is very mid-century back here. Lots of vintage. And I'm going very slow. Slowly. Right? Adverbs have ly on the end. Slowly. I love these little snack trays. Here's the little ring where the cup would go, the little punch cup. Unfortunately, I don't see the punch cups. But these are tough sellers. They have a Deco look, but they're not from the 1930s. This snack set stuff was big in the 50s and 60s, but still has an almost 1930s Deco look to it. I like those. Nobody buys them. Yep. Haul. $12.99. Ooh, that's way too much. It's in excellent shape though. 1940s. That's a nice piece of haul. It'd be okay if you were collecting it for yourself, but I can't resell that at that price. That's gonna have to sit there. We'll wait for half price days. Am I upside down? I think so. You guys don't realize it's hard to film and shop at the same time. And as fast as I move, this is tough. I'm gonna have to put this camera away so I can shop. They did take away all their Halloween things, and the Christmas stuff is now out. So, let's see if I can grab some vintage Christmas. I just want you guys to know it feels really weird to walk this slowly. But I don't see anything. Ugh. I'm just not a fan of 70s interior design. Makes a statement. Really? Isn't he supposed to do more than that? Yeah, I remember these from the 80s, but I've never bought or sold one. Real Nifty Jeffrey, you're the king of these things. You make all the money on these. What's wrong with this guy? Isn't he supposed to go, la 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 la? Alright, I'm not buying him. Some nice lusterware in pretty yellow and black. And I like lusterware, it's just that I can't sell it. It just doesn't sell. Most of it was made in Czechoslovakia. Well, I shouldn't say most of it. I'll say most of it. It was made in Japan, it was made in Poland, it was made in Austria, it was made in Czechoslovakia, it was made in the US, but you do see a lot of it that's Czechoslovakian. It's pretty. And 4 teacups and 4 saucers. But it just doesn't sell. I showed you that already. It's still here. Because the little old ladies don't buy this anymore. Where are all my little old ladies? I love you, little old ladies. You used to buy that stuff and dust it. What happened to you? You know what that is? I do. But I can't remember. Hold on, let's turn the plate over. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yes, Harker. Potteries. And these plates have the spot for the cup. Check that out. Now that actually could be used in modern entertaining, I think, because it's a larger plate. You know, us big fat Americans, we like our big plates. Okay. Alright, how about this? That's pretty. Teapot, cream and sugar. $14.99, that's too much. And it is in Arco, Japan. So, it's nice.
What I had in mind was was a Grecian urn.
What's a Grecian urn?
Whatever she can get.
Ah!